Yo, 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 yo.
What's good? 90 Day Fiancé Fridays on a Sunday.
What's good, everybody?
True. Is it cool if we do kind of like chronologically through this episode?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, let's just jump into it. And Coco, I see you're there now. And the new guy.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Vanja went and got her a real man, right? Like, she was messing
Woo!
with a little boy. She got a real man. Dude was wearing basically nothing, right? Like,
hmm
that's a lot of confidence, you know? Like, I ain't going out on the beach in a Speedo, you know? So that's a lot of confidence. So, I'm happy for her. You know, I feel like she needed to get her back blown out. You know, she
hmm
she was in split to get split, right? That's
That's a
that's
good
kind of
one.
what is gonna split her. But we have to like humanize him a little bit because he's like a single dad and adopted a baby. So like I told all the ladies on Twitter, I was like, put some ice on your lady parts. Cause I know everybody was
I
getting
can't.
right. Like everybody was getting really excited and heated when they found that he was actually a
Mhm.
good guy, right?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about that whole fostering a 1-year-old? I mean,
I
that
think it's
was
amazing. I'm adopted, so um I think it's great. I think
Yeah,
more men should do that.
I agree with you, Coco. I think there's a weird stigma around men who adopt
Mhm,
kids, and they need to cut that shit out. Like my mom's best friend, she actually passed away, but she was
Mm.
unable to have children, and she would foster kids, and like
mhm,
Yeah.
all these amazing kids. Like so, it was my mom's literal best friend. I was at her house all the time, so she'd bring home a kid, and then that's would be my new best friend. And then a lot of them
mhm,
she ended up adopting, and we grew up together
Oh.
and everything. So and they were such amazing kids, and it's like I wish more people would give kids a chance. Like the one kid,
mhm,
his mom was a crackhead, right? So he was born and he had to be like detoxed as an infant.
Yeah.
And he was such a good kid. He wrote a book. He literally wrote a children's book. He's such an amazing person. So I respect the hell out of people who foster and adopt kids. And we gotta rid that weird stigma for men who adopt kids. And it's not weird. It's not
No,
weird to
it's
want to be
not.
right.
Yeah.
mhm.
Not weird to want to be a good dad. That's not a weird thing at all.
You know,
No.
he seems like a good guy, but my pessimistic view is like, okay, what's the catch?
Oh yeah, this is not nothing's gonna happen, right? He's a new dad. He's working on getting the adoption of his son. He's not moving to the US. She's not moving to split. Like this was like I'm not 100% sure this was all um apps. I think maybe production might have put out a casting call for a really muscular tall guy. Cause
hmm
you know, the opposite of Boja, right? I feel like they might have put out something so they could film something because I'm pretty sure they needed to get more filming done. She was there for 3 weeks. They were filming for a week, right? They needed more footage.
hmm
So I don't know,
Yeah.
like a legit. She went on Tinder and found this guy, or production, put out a casting call and they found this guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't yeah, you're right about that. I
Yeah,
don't
that sounds more plausible than him being on like Tinder or something.
Right, right, yeah. And if that's the truth, that makes me worry about his story about the baby and stuff. Because when you're acting, you can act. So I was like, I
hmm
hope it's not a lie. I hope that's legit. But if they just casted him for this role, it might not be.
Yeah, that would be a messed up lie, though.
Well, yeah, don't pull at my heartstrings if you lying. I respect that. So if he's lying, that sucks. But good for Vanja. I wanted her to get her back banged out one good time, and I feel like she did. She's in split to get split, and she got split. So I'm happy for her.
yeah, same.
True. I don't know if it's chronological order, but were you shocked when Niles like cursed?
Wait, when did he curse?
Yeah, there's a point where he like said, I guess he said the F word, but
Wait,
it was bleeped, but it was still
was
it
it?
was still shocking. It was right after he oh, I remember what it was. It was right after he got off the phone with his dad, and he's kind of pissed off,
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
venting towards the producer.
And he was talking to the producer. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I wasn't surprised that he cursed. I mean, I don't know. I feel like,
Everybody fucking curses. What
yeah,
do you mean?
No,
okay.
no, no, but he was like, when you like, he's like a really nice guy and stuff, but he's like the nice guy that like got pushed to the edge, and then he like turned into Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was just pushed to a point where it's just like enough is enough and you just can't control it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he's not a nice guy. Coco. I cuss like a sailor. So if somebody
Yeah, hello, me too.
yeah, if somebody's gonna say I'm a bad guy because I cuss, then I'm not a good guy. But I think he's
hmm
gotten to that point where he's taken a lot in, and he's quiet. He doesn't really do much to defend himself. So I think he just got to that point where he was just done. I felt bad though. That conversation with his parents, it was kind of sad because it made me think back, because I had my dad is a police chief, right? So head of cops, and my mom was a teacher and then principal. So I had really difficult parents to what do you call, make proud, I guess. Like they weren't,
Right.
you had to work extra extra hard to make them proud. So watching him get rejected by his parents, it brought me back to my childhood. Like
Hmm.
everything I did wasn't good enough. So I felt bad for him in that aspect. Like even if you're doing something stupid, you still should have your parents' support. Like my sister, like I don't want to get too personal with my family because I don't want them to sue me. But like people have gotten married and stuff more than once, like several times, and my mom shows up to every single wedding. Even if she doesn't agree, even if she knows it's not going to work, she still shows up. And I feel like parents should be like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
And then, do you think? I think it was a teaser for the next episode, but do you think like Mr. Ark actually gives him money? That would be a surprise to me.
Where the fuck would he get any money?
I
He don't,
know.
he don't look rich to me. Like that was
Yeah.
my first question. I was like, what makes you think he got money to give you? You,
Yeah. I
I,
mean,
like,
not to crap on his like.
well, no, I'm not like I don't want
No.
to or make it seem like I'm talking down. But
Hmm.
nobody in their village looks like they have money to give away, right? Like I feel
Yeah.
everybody is making it just barely. So like because I guess they borrowed money from Matilda's brother, and that's how they
Hmm.
bought the wedding dress and wedding outfit for Niles and Matilda. And now they're gonna ask for the rest of the money from Mr. Ark, which I think is crazy. He's a stranger. They literally just met. He literally just met him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Ark's gonna be like, I can give you like a McDonald's scratch off ticket
Right?
for a Monopoly piece.
That's crazy. If I first meet somebody and then our second conversation, they're like, "Can I get like $700?" I'm like,
Oh my God,
Mm.
I'd be like, get the
"What?"
fuck out of here.
Right? Like this
Get
is
the fuck out of here. I had an ex that did that, and I hadn't talked to him for like 6 years, and he called me up asking me for 2 grand.
whoa, 2 grand. That's not even like asking me for more than $500 is like a lot. Like we have to be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I
I
like
mean, even 500's a lot if you're
well,
not,
Yeah.
unless it's like family.
my closest friends like ever I've given like if they call me and they're like, I need $1,000, then I'm gonna give them $1,000. Like we're
Hmm.
close, we talk every day, we've known each other for years. If we just started talking and you need like more than $50, I might just block you.
Yeah.
Like I might just block you.
So how much? I guess I'm putting you on the spot, but how much would you if like Kimberly called you? If Kimberly said I need 500, what would you do?
She'd already have it.
Okay.
Yeah, she'd already have it. All she
Damn, you didn't even hesitate.
no. She if she needed and she got my back too. If I needed something, I
Yeah.
would we have that type of relationship. So if I
True.
like, honestly, and I don't want to put our business out there, but she knows. She already knows.
Mhm. So then the question is, would I give $500 to Liz?
Oh,
Honey, you would 100% you would. You don't even need to answer that.
I mean,
that,
the answer is yes, but if you'd asked me like 5 years ago, I probably wouldn't be financially comfortable with that. But now it's not that big of a deal.
but wait, does it matter what it's for? Like, what if she wanted to
Uh,
go on J? Would you
if
give her?
she, hold on, you say that part again? It cut up for me.
Oh, what if she wanted to go on a cruise with Jay?
Oh, and she needed the
Still
money
want to?
for the cruise.
Yeah. Would you still want to help? Or
Uh,
wait. So what? Does it not
Would
matter?
you be her cuck?
yeah, no, yeah, I wouldn't pay for her to go on a cruise with Jay.
Okay. So it matters what it's for.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. So say her car broke down
Hmm.
and she really needs like a tow. You got her back.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
But she's the only person that, yeah,
Like
and
world.
you, of course, and you and Coco
Oh,
and
I was like,
Captain.
wait, in the
Oh
world.
my God, shut up. I would totally spot you guys too.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I would totally have you back. Like if I was stuck somewhere or something happened and I needed help, I know y'all got my back and I got yours. I got you.
Yeah, as long as you're not going on a cruise with certain 90-day bloggers that I'm not fans of. That's
Oh,
good.
oh,
Oh, which I'm gonna tell you guys in private. I have a conspiracy
wait,
theory.
you do?
I
Okay, yeah.
do kind of.
That's
No,
for
but I
the
can't
group.
say it on air. I can't
That's
say
for
it
the
on
group
air.
chat later. That's for the
It
group chat.
is.
True.
It
Yeah,
is. It is. It is.
Yeah. Sorry, I guess should we get back to the show or something? Like the
yeah, yeah.
B90?
Yes.
So Niles is gonna be asking this strange man for money, which I don't think is gonna go well. I don't think he's gonna give him any.
Uh,
If
He's
you if
gonna
your
beat him with a shotgun.
if your own parents say get the hell out of my face, I ain't giving you nothing, then I'm gonna go ahead and say that some
Mhm.
random just met in Ghana isn't gonna give you none either. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
It's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be an interesting conversation. But yeah, I don't think he doesn't have two pennies to rub together or whatever, two nickels to rub together.
No, no, no. I think that he went over there with no money and no job. And I feel like he should have been forthcoming with that. Well, Matilda said it too. She's like, if you would have told me you had a job and you were broke, they would have been a little more understanding of it. But like they're like, now that you went and lied and said that you were gonna do all this and pay all this and do all, like, now it's gonna be an issue. And I kind of agree. I feel like
Hmm.
he's been up front. Like, if you're showing up somewhere and you just got fired from your job and you're about to, you want this girl to marry you, that's the like the ultimate trust fall, right? Like, that's a trust fall position. They would catch you. You have to tell her, like, hey, I got fired, I have zero money to my name. You have to tell her that.
Hmm. True. So should we talk about Brian, or do you want to talk about Vea?
Oh, well, there was some stuff that happened at the safari.
Hmm.
Kind of weird, right? So I've never been on a safari, right? I've never been to Africa. But do they, okay, so we were talking about this on my podcast. So somebody from South Africa was on and they said that it's normal. Would you get off of the vehicle and just walk and piss in the middle of the safari? Like,
No.
No, but I get off if there was a lion. I try to pet it.
okay, Coco, no, you don't pet lions.
Yes, I chased a coyote once
Why would you do that? Do you
because
know?
I wanted to like to like be its friend and dress it up and stuff.
Well, coyotes are not friends with people. This is not a Disney movie. Like,
Well,
friends.
damn it, George.
Well, in my opinion, I thought that they were crazy as hell for getting off of that
Mm,
safari vehicle, right? Like, I mean, okay,
I
so
do it.
there
I
weren't
totally
any, I
do
didn't
it.
see any lions or bears, obviously. We saw
mm,
like some sort of buffalo and we saw zebras. They're not known for killing people, but I do
Aw.
know I used to be part of this like animal rights group and I used to donate money to them and I used to like, there was a giraffe farm that we owned. Well, I'm not a part of it anymore, but they owned, and we would go there and we would help raise animals, and animals that love you don't realize that they could kill you. So you
mhm,
have to be very careful with them because they might just want to hug you, but they'll snap your neck by accident because they weigh like 7,000 or 8,000 pounds. So like you have to be really careful. Even when the animal doesn't want to hurt you, it still can.
mhm. Yeah,
So
no,
Coco, stop that. Don't do that anymore.
yeah, I
I'd
would
still
be,
go in bed.
I would just stand on I would stand on the edge of the Jeep and then piss while I'm still in the Jeep. I'll play-
Well, right, and if you have to stop midstream and get back
Well,
in,
don't they go to the bathroom before they go on these fucking things?
well, I think okay. So somebody said that a safari can be like 3 or 4 hours. I didn't
Yeah, yeah,
realize
that's true. No,
I
that's
didn't
true.
realize that. So they said, and a lot of people said that it's normal to stop and pee in the bushes because there's no like actual, this is the wild forest for the animals. There's no bathrooms and plumbing out there. So they said,
Mhm,
because this person told me they lived in South Africa, and they're like, yeah, it's normal for you to get out and go. And she also said there's parts of it like where the lions and the bears are. You obviously they're not going to pull over for you to pee there, but where there's like pigs and zebras and giraffes, things that, especially like a vegetarian
mhm.
animal, they'll let you get out and piss there because those animals sure as hell don't want to eat you.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Did you think the person that drive, not necessarily for this specific safari, but the ones with the lions, does the like driver have like a dart gun just in case?
Oh, I'm positive, right?
Yeah, absolutely they
Positive.
do.
Hmm.
More than one. Like it's probably like a semi-automatic, like sawed
Yeah,
off. Like they
rifle.
got 100,000 in the chamber type. I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't kill them, but they do stun them or whatever. Because how
Yeah.
do you control the animal? Right, like animals don't speak any English or language. If they see something they don't like or they smell something,
Hmm.
weird because animals are triggered by smells, color.
Right.
You don't even know. You might just be
Hmm.
wearing the wrong color.
They could have like a unibrow like trigger.
I mean,
What?
That
yeah,
was a funny joke.
Did you see Sonny's dad on the preview for
Oh
next week?
yeah,
He
yeah,
also has a unibrow. This is a hereditary thing. Did you see it?
yeah. I might have to go back and look closer, but
Oh,
yeah.
please do because there's no ending from his left to right brow. His dad's is
Mhm.
worse than his. It's
Well,
just
what did
big.
you think when the dad was like, "Yeah, you got to convert to being a Muslim"?
Well, yeah, I knew that was coming. I've never met a
Hmm.
Muslim like family that was like entertaining of a non-Muslim. That's just not what they do. So yeah, I knew that
Right.
was coming. Even
Mhm.
if Sunny's not a super strict one, the religion is the religion.
But
His,
like, while I believe that's what he really feels, but do you think like the producers kind of egg him on and say, "Hey, put her on the spot like right now, the first time you're meeting her, and ask her if she's going to convert to being a Muslim"?
oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think that they would have asked that in the first meeting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm unless they were engaged, right? I don't think they would have asked that. I think the producers were like, "She's an American and she has tattoos and she wants to marry your son. Are you cool with that?" Like, I'm pretty sure. But and then right
Mhm.
after they asked that question, they're like, "Action."
Yeah, like I mean, isn't tattoos like totally like against the religion, right?
Yeah, you can't deface the body at all. Well, I don't want to call it that. That's not true. That's not what it is. That's what they call it.
No,
They
but that's in the scripture. It
right.
is. I mean, it's kind of like
It's like
Jews.
Correct.
haram or something.
Well, I have a tattoo and I'm Jewish. Well, because I know like if well, I don't know, it depends. Like I'm basically like I'm not really religious, but I am Jewish. But basically like if you have a tattoo, you can be buried in a Jewish
That's
cemetery.
true.
Mhm.
That's 100%.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's the same with Muslims. I don't
Is
know.
was
So
yeah? Well, I'm answering a question with another question, which is the same question, which is it considered haram?
oh, okay, yeah.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's I don't know. I feel like having the tattoos is like not as serious as her not converting. I feel like
Hmm.
if she was to keep the tattoos and convert, they probably would look past the tattoos. Like, but I feel like if she has the tattoos and she also won't convert, it's like a deal breaker from the beginning. They don't even need to meet her. Actually, there's no point of even meeting her. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah. No, but yeah, the father looked just like Sonny. Like he almost looked like he had like a baby face like Sonny, I guess.
Yeah, he did. He looked younger and had a baby face and had a huge a unibrow. Yeah, it
Baby
was.
face with a unibrow. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a cartoon character. Damn near. It was like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think that's very Middle Eastern, the unibrow.
Hmm.
Why is that? Do they like think it's like fashionable?
I well, I don't know, but like I know some of them think like if you pluck your hair, you're gay or something. I don't know.
Oh
Don't even
my
ask me.
god, do they really?
It's like
That?
that. Yeah.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know. I don't know. But if we ever get famous enough, we'll have to get Anthony Davis on here, the LA Laker.
Oh, the Laker. Oh yeah, I know. I
Oh.
feel a part of this conversation. I know who that is.
Yeah, the brow.
Yeah, he has like the American version of a unibrow. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've
that's like
seen
his like
the meme.
brand and shit.
Yeah, I've seen the memes. I've seen it. I feel
Mhm.
like I'm a part of this. Y'all know I don't know a lot about sports, so this is fun
That's
for
funny.
me. I know what's going on.
True. All right, as far as like Brian, the only like meme or live tweet I did about him where I said something along the lines of like he's on the show trying to find himself, like a long term relationship, but really he's looking for long term care. Like
Yeah,
seems like he's just looking for somebody to take care of him.
yeah, he's looking for somebody that takes his insurance. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm so tired of him. He was like, "Oh, she's not being real with me," and I was like, "Sir, you're the definition of not being real with people. You literally told her you put 45 on your dating profile when you're 55. Like, you're literally the definition of not being real with people. So she can lie to you.
No, yeah.
Like, it pissed me off because I feel like he's one of those hypocrites that how I was raised in like a super weird religion. So all the people that were sinning would tell me that I was sinning, and it irritated me because they were doing the same shit I was, and I feel like he's one of those people. He does whatever he wants, but then he calls out other people for doing stuff, the same stuff. It's like annoying.
Did you feel that the conversation he had on tonight's episode, I was getting deja vu. Wasn't it like identical to like the previous episode's like meeting when it was with the other Brian, and then they ended in a fight? I feel like it just the same thing happened over and over, where he called her
Last
out.
one is when he said he had been married 4 times.
Hmm.
And then she was like, I didn't know about that. And then she got pissed off about that. And then this one was more of him saying that she's using him, and
Hmm.
she accepted the hotel and she took the trip and everything. And he's like, I think you're using me for a green card, which is ironic because I don't ever remember her saying that she wanted to come to the US like once. Like, I think that it was implied. She said it to her friend because actually her friend had to bring it up when they were at the horse stable. She
Hmm.
was like, well, if y'all are together, what would happen? She's like, well, I guess I would have to move to the United States. Like, she never said she wanted to.
Hmm.
So, and I'm not saying that he offered her a free trip and she took it. You offer me a free trip, I'll take it. I'm not saying that she's using him because let's be real. I don't think this Uber driver is a baller, right? Like, I don't think that he gets right.
No.
Like, if she was gonna use a guy, she could have found somebody who was a little more of a baller than him, right? Like, so
Mhm.
I feel like that's all BS.
Yeah. True. Like, let's talk about Joey and Magma. But I one thing I wanted to say on our Friday show that I didn't get to say about Joey and Magma is like, um, so the other day I posted a meme of her. It was a photo that she had posted showing her backside, and then I reposted it and turned to a meme with like volcanoes and shit. And anyway, because I was making a goof on her name, Magma. And then anyway, normally like you'd expect either she would like a post or comment on the post, but instead he's the one that like Joey's the one that commented. I'm talking about Instagram right now, but he's the one that commented on my post, not her. So to me, that was just like a confirmation that they're still together present day. So I just wanted to get that out there. Oh, you George,
Oh.
you're George, you're muted.
Oh, my bad, my bad. What's up? What's up?
So did you hear what I said?
Wait, what'd you say?
Did you not hear me?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh,
like something.
wait, was I muted too?
I don't know.
No, I heard you.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, well, I'll say what I said real quick again. So I posted the other day a photo of like Magda or whatever, and then instead of like she liking it or commenting on it, like Joey, who doesn't even follow me, he like saw the post and like commented on it. So to me, that was just a confirmation that they're still together present day.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I saw you post that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you posted a picture of her ass, and
Mhm.
then he commented on it. She didn't comment on
Yeah,
it.
and
So yeah,
he doesn't even follow me.
that's a inclination for me that they're still together, which is interesting because it doesn't seem like they were gonna stay together
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't really want to propose to her or get married or whatever, and the only way they can be together is if he proposes to her and they get married. So I didn't see it going anywhere, so I was a little shocked
Mm-hmm.
when he told. I mean, I always figured that he wasn't the marrying type. He doesn't seem like it. And she has a game plan of getting to the U.S. And in order for that plan to be in action, he got to put a ring on her finger and then come back to the U.S. and file for that K1. So I don't know. I think it's interesting if they are still together because remember we were talking about how everybody who went to the
Mm-hmm. The boat
boat
party.
party is going to be back. So maybe him and Magda, because I think before we were thinking maybe he would be on the single life, but we might be wrong. Maybe him and Magda will be on um regular 90 Day Fiance. So they would be on before the 90 days, and then when she actually gets here, they would be on the 90 Day Fiance where they do the K1, the 90 days. So I know we're gonna see him again. I think we might have been wrong on where.
Yeah, no, I think they'll be together on the show because yeah, they both.
Well, yeah, she looks at it as kind of like Jasmine. Like, if I'm gonna, marry somebody I don't really want to marry, at least I could get a TV career out of it too. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's easier to stomach when you're getting $40,000 a season on a TV show than just being with somebody that you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree with that. I just think it's all this season was just like interesting to me so far.
True. But
I just Brian is just like, I'm sorry, he's such a piece of shit.
yeah, I still.
I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed, and I'll tell you why. I'm gonna go on a little rant because, like, damn it, I wanted it to work out. I wanted him to be a good guy, and like, with a sad story, like he was shot up, or like, he's in a wheelchair. He's like, I mean, like you want to root for those type of people,
True.
and then he's just an asshole,
So
and
wait,
I hate him.
you wanted him to be someone you could feel sorry for, or you just wanted him?
No, no, but I wanted him to have his own happy ending because life fucked him up. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But technically,
I just wanted it to be like, oh, finally, there's gonna be like that, like good guy. He's gonna find her. They're gonna be together, and then he just started being like the world's worst catfish.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I just like it annoyed me because like the way they built him up, and of course it's my own fucking fault because I know how the show works, but I still like had hope that he was gonna be this good guy. Like
Well,
Tiny Violin's playing.
he played the same game with you that he played with Ingrid. He wanted you to believe that he deserved to be happy. I'm not. Wait, wait.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't want to phrase it.
I mean, I don't want to to say like he doesn't deserve.
Right,
Everyone deserves
right.
to be happy.
He deserves to be happy, but what he
Mm-hmm.
does to women is he lies to women and pretends to
Yeah.
be a
I,
different person.
and I will say, like, sorry to interrupt, but I will say, I'm pretty sure he's done. He's probably done a few sexual assaults in his life.
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly.
Allegedly, sorry,
Mhm.
allegedly, but I mean,
Mhm.
I'm just disappointed. I mean, honestly.
By the way,
He is.
Lana's here. So you want to talk to
Lana!
her?
Hey,
Yeah.
Lana.
Yeah, let's see if she'll talk. But yeah, there was a
If
fan
she'll
that I
talk.
posted y'all. I know you all saw it, but like the fan mail from a fan, a
Yeah.
touching note from a fan, and she liked Lana's mystery stories.
I
I
know.
miss them too. I mean, I don't miss people being missing,
Mhm.
but I miss the mystery stories and the crazy true crime. I'm a
And her like crazy ex-husbands and
well, yeah, and they all have the same name and they're all dead.
I was just gonna say that.
Well, not only do they all have the same name, but they're all dead. Like it's if you were watching a Dateline
Mhm.
episode, everybody looking at her, right? They'll be like, "Well, what did you do? Like what did you
Why
do?"
is it? Why isn't she in jail?
Right?
Hey guys!
Hey, Lana.
There has to
Hey,
be. I'm gonna go Murder She Wrote on everyone. I swear to God.
so Lana, there was a fan who wrote in of the show, and they really, really loved your segments with.
Oh,
And she says she shared it with her dad, who is 80. Unfortunately, he passed away last week, but they
Mhm.
bond, and he was following super, super closely with that situation at your job,
uh-huh.
like very invested in that. So it was really
Oh,
so you were reaching people all over the world. So
isn't
Mhm.
that
it's
amazing? Wow,
Yeah,
Yes.
and
that is so amazing.
y'all saw that map I posted, right, with all the orange dots and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's even more
Right?
amazing.
it was like all
Yes.
of the U.S. and then like all over the world. It was
Mhm.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, and then
E-
some guy on Twitter is like, "Hey, I think I'm the orange dot in Zimbabwe," and I'm like, "Oh shit, let me give you a retweet."
Oh, wow. What? That's so cool.
That's crazy. I absolutely love it. I it never ceases to amaze me when it's countries that don't even speak English.
Mhm.
Like it's not their native language, like not their number one spoken language, and they're listening to podcasts that are in English. It just makes me
Mhm.
super grateful that people would first of all learn another language because I didn't. Then
Right?
not only but then seek out content in another language and then support people that speak other languages. That's so crazy. It's amazing.
I just wonder, like, I know, like around the country, the seasons of 90 Day are a little behind, but I'm wondering if there are like some super hardcore super fans that are like, no, I'm not going to wait for it to be in my country. I'm going to find a bootleg copy and watch the current season.
Yeah, that's a lot of it because I've heard people tell me that they listen or watch my podcast on the newer seasons because they can't watch it yet because like you said they're like 2 or 3 seasons behind.
Hmm.
I want to say Kim told me last at the beginning of this year her and Usman season was just airing. I forget what.
Like it's South America or something.
Yeah, it was literally just airing because she had people writing her like, "Oh my god, I hope you leave Soldier Boy," and she's like, "What are you talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
They literally were just getting it. So I think people they're hardcore and they're like, well, I don't want to wait till it finally airs. I want to at least hear people talk about it. Because if I really love a show, I will go all out of my way to watch it or
Oh,
to
me
figure out.
too.
Hmm.
Me too.
And I assume they need like more time to like dub those insane like foreign language dubs.
Yeah, because a lot of times they get an actual person
Mhm.
or different to speak
Yeah.
it.
Have you
And,
heard of the like Spanish Angela?
I haven't.
Oh,
Oh my
really?
god.
No, there's like viral
No,
clips
but
of
I
that.
do want to.
Well, I need to see it. I want to hear the version, the Spanish
It's
version.
hilarious.
Oh my God! I mean, I'm literally imagining it in my head
Mm.
right now, and
Me
I'm
too.
laughing.
No, I'm surprised y'all haven't seen it because it's like
Miko,
it's as funny as you think it could be.
I know. I need to see it posted on my story. I'm gonna find it. I want to see it.
Miko, que
Yeah, it's
pasó?
like you could tell it's like a heavy set Hispanic woman.
Yeah,
Oh my
I can't wait.
God!
I want to hear
Stop.
her say it in Spanish accent, like Michael. You know I can't tote no baby, Michael. Michael, you know I can't tote no baby. I ain't got no eggs. I need to hear that in a
Okay.
Spanish version. I need to hear.
Oh
I'll
my
find once we
God!
finish
I
this show.
miss
I'll
the
find it for y'all.
OG.
That will make my life. I will make it my ringtone.
I will like
Life.
literally die.
Yeah. So, Lana, is there any topic from tonight's episode, assuming you saw it, you want to talk about?
You know what? I haven't finished tonight's episode yet. But you know what I
Sure.
did want to ask you guys about is the last resort.
Mm-hmm.
Ari or Ariel and Binyam.
Mm-hmm.
What do
Yeah.
you guys think about her changing all his passwords to his social media accounts when that's how that man makes his
Fucking
money?
crazy bitch.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy bitch.
Crazy bitch.
She's a psychotic Karen. You know those videos online of women like going crazy on people in
Yeah,
public
she
places?
looks it too.
She's a psychotic Karen. I'm surprised we haven't seen a video of her going crazy on a nail tech yet. Like I feel like that's exactly who she is. Like
Right.
Mm-hmm.
the fact that she said it on TV as though that was the right thing to do. She's like, I didn't know what else to do, so I had to take his social media. And I was like, so you think that it's acceptable to steal somebody else's intellectual property because you're mad at them? I was
Right.
like,
Yeah, she's fucking crazy. I
She's
told you. She's
crazy.
fucking crazy. I didn't like her from the moment I saw. And excuse me, they've only been together 2 years. It feels like 20.
It does.
Like when they said 2 years, I was like, what? What?
well, I think they're talking about married. They were
Okay.
together a long.
I was
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah. So yeah, they don't. They're saying they were married for 2 years. I think they dated for 2 or 3.
Yeah.
okay, because I thought I
Yeah.
was going fucking nuts.
Yeah, that
No, no.
shit really bothered me. I just didn't like it. I was like, how can you do that? Because you're taking money out of not only his mouth, but you're taking money out of your son's fucking mouth, bitch.
Well, you know that Ari's never had a job. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she will tell you that she used to be a freelance writer for some paper or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's what we say when we have money so people don't judge us.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
She's never.
And I will say that for the record because I've done that.
Yeah, she's been living with her parents. Who her dad's a doctor and her mom's a nurse. So let me tell y'all what she did. I don't know if y'all know this, right? So when her and Biniam were still together, they wanted to move from
to
Princeton to.
Vegas.
So neither of them had a job at the time. So do you know what they did to move to Vegas?
What?
They had her.
Wait, they live here.
They had her 70-something-year-old mom get a job in Vegas as a nurse and then pay for the apartment so they could live there.
Shut the
Oh
fuck
my
up.
God.
And then
Yes, and not only
the
that,
mom was the babysitter too.
yeah, the mom was also the in-house babysitter when she wasn't working her shifts as a nurse, and the mom had to leave her.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, her mom,
Wow.
her husband back in Princeton while he was still working. He's 80, still working in his practice. Also, they could take care of Ari, her husband, and her son.
Oh,
Oh my
that's
god, that
sick.
is so fucking sad.
It really
Can
Yeah.
That's
is.
so sad.
But
can you fucking imagine? So what's gonna happen?
No, I don't want to imagine that. My god, that's not a life. That's just pathetic.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't want to get
horrible.
I don't want to get morbid, but who's gonna take care of Ari when her parents are no longer here?
Exactly.
Because you know she ain't
You
getting.
bet. Okay, well, you better hope that her parents are leaving her actual money, because if not, she is fucked.
How could they? She's draining them while they're here.
Yeah.
Like, how
Mhm.
could they?
Right.
That's
I mean,
you know who else
that
was
she's
like.
not gonna. She's gonna learn the real. She's gonna be homeless very quickly.
Well, yeah, as if she drains them while they're here. You know what? Everybody else says that about Kalani too. Remember
Mhm.
Kalani from
Ye-
Kalani and
Yep.
Asuelo? She was always, always,
Yeah.
always living in one of her parents' houses, even when her parents split.
Yep.
She was always living in one of her parents' houses. She never had her own. So I kind of feel like she's like Ariella Jr., right? Like
Yeah.
there's certain people,
Mhm. I was
Yep.
Except she's more tolerable than Ariella.
yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, you're right.
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, like as far as storylines in the Last Resort 2, the Ariella, whatever, Ari Biniam storyline is identical to the Kalani and the Suelo storyline, meaning like they're not together, but they're still on the show pretending.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that Benny was making out with some chick on his TikTok live like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Benny isn't. I don't. Okay, so I want to say he's not cheating on her, but I don't know how long they've not been together
Right.
because she looks at it as we're married, so you shouldn't be with anyone else. But if you're separated, right? She looks at
Yes.
it as until divorced, he's tied to her, but he's not. If he wants to go out, if he's living on his own, working on his own, paying his own bills, living his own life away from her, he can be messing around with other women.
And
She's
he
not.
I
did
mean,
say that she put him out. She's the one that put him
and I
out.
don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if that's the case, I don't think that's cheating.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't.
No.
Because
No.
that's how I met. That's how I met. My partner was still married, but they were separated for at least like 6 months
Yeah,
before.
separated means you
Yeah,
can
like
see other
he had his
people.
own place, his own thing, you
Right.
know what I mean? So it wasn't like, yeah, like legally they were still married, but they were separated. So what some people consider that cheating. I'm not one of those people that considers it cheating.
No,
I
No.
don't.
No.
not.
If you throw
Sorry.
somebody away, don't expect someone else not to catch it.
Yeah, there
Exactly.
is always somebody willing to pick up what you don't
That's
want.
right.
Always. If
That's
you
right.
every people are like, I'm sick of you and I'm sick of your shit, and I'm like, well,
Mm.
somebody else won't be.
That's
So
right.
just make sure that you mean that, because once I'm gone, somebody's gonna pick me up,
Yeah,
right? Like somebody is gonna take what you don't want.
especially if you live in Fresno and your name is either Jose or Joe.
Right?
Comedic callback to an earlier
Right?
episode. So anyway,
If you don't get that, you gotta go back and re-listen to the old episodes, guys.
yeah.
Oh
But yeah,
no.
one day we gotta get all, we gotta take all the Lana segments and box them into a box set.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we should. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, you guys haven't heard nothing yet. I got so many goddamn stories. I tell you guys, I need to write a book.
Yeah, you do.
I really,
Yeah,
truly do.
I'm really interested in this.
yeah, and then the book would be a Lifetime movie. I feel like it
Mhm.
would be a Lifetime movie, right?
Right? Because
I could see.
I've had real lifetime things happen to me, so I could
Well,
definitely see it being a movie. You know?
I think your movie could be called Lana and the Joes,
Right?
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 Yeah.
Lana and the Joes, and that would just be about all your
Or how
marriages.
about what about Where Did You Joe?
I like, I like that too.
No one.
Or it could be called The Widow.
Yep.
The
Yep.
Oh.
Or you know what?
Widowmaker.
Or
Oh,
it could literally be called the Black Widow 3 because there's 3 of them.
3 of them. Yeah, that's actually good.
What a
love that.
tangle web we weave.
Right?
Mhm.
I would totally watch that Lifetime movie. I would be glued to my seat.
And you know,
True.
when I was telling that story about the lady at the unit over there, I told you guys I called my ex-boyfriend, the Sindhu, you know, the Indian guy, and he was gonna try to help me, you know. Well, now since I
Right.
made that phone call, this fucker will not leave me alone. He
Wait, really?
he messages me constantly. I got to tell you guys this. This man has the nerve to call me and say, I just need to tell you that I am so sorry what I did to you those years ago when I went to India and married this lady. She was such a bad lady. She's so bad. She steals from me. I don't trust her. I'm scared she might poison me. We don't sleep together. We sleep in the same house, but in separate rooms. I hate her. And you know what I told him? I said, you know what? I'm sorry, but you're telling the wrong person this. I go, you need to be telling that to one of your friends. I go, because for me, I'm not going to feel sorry for you, dude.
Hmm.
I was like, I don't expect
Yeah.
sympathy here.
No,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think what he wants is to get back on friends with benefits terms
Oh,
with
that's
you.
exactly what he
No,
wants.
because what he wants is to have a clear conscience, and he's not going to get that.
Oh yeah.
Unless she accepts.
He literally told me
That's
that
what he
God
fucking
punished him.
wants.
He told me God punished him for what he
Good.
did to me. And he
Good.
says that now he's living in hell.
Oh,
Be
well,
like,
well, good.
motherfucker.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
congratulations. That's your prize.
That's
Put
your
some
prize, baby.
SPFH, bitch.
Yep, you wanted it, you got it.
True.
Yeah, he calls me all the time. Oh, would you like to go to lunch? Oh, hey, I'm going to Sam's
What?
Club. Would you like to go meet me at Sam's Club and get some stuff? What are you doing today?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah. And I even told him, I said, you know what? He goes, I call you, but you don't answer for me. How come you don't answer my calls? And I said, well, most
I
likely
don't
it's because
know.
I'm busy. I have other things to do, or I have more important things to deal with.
He lives in your city.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but this was an
Oh.
arranged Indian marriage or something.
Yes. His was with his
Yeah.
Yeah,
wife.
his. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
He said he
Yeah.
literally noticed that his money and things were missing. So he said he started leaving all his money and jewelry in his car. And he said he put a camera in his car and caught her. Literally, she had, I guess when he was asleep, she made a copy of a key of his car. So he caught her.
What?
Yes, He caught this lady on video ripping him
Oh
off.
my god! Oh my fucking god!
Yes,
Do
caught
you
her on
know?
video.
But wait, can I say something real quick? Do you know how much it costs to get a key made for your car? Because these keys have.
That's like $500.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like, wouldn't it have just been cheaper for her to
Well,
keep her $500 and not steal the jewelry? Because so I've had to get a key made for my BMW. Like I lost the key, right?
Right.
And
yes, they were Porsche. It's like
it was
$600
like
for Porsche.
no, it was $1,100 for me to
Wow.
get it programmed.
What? Oh
So
yeah. Oh my god.
would you imagine? So she wanted to steal from him so bad that she paid $500 or $600 just so she could steal from him. That's what's crazy to me.
Right? That's
Wouldn't
just
it have
so
just been?
crazy to me. And he tries to tell me, you see, I'm
Dude,
being
that's fucking
punished.
hilarious.
I'm being punished. Don't you
That's
see?
hilarious.
Yeah, you're being punished.
Yeah,
That's your
yeah.
fucking fault.
He's trying to get back in your pants.
Oh, he
Yep,
is.
I'm laughing my
that's
ass
exactly
off.
what it
This
is.
is
And he
hilarious.
knows that I live alone. He knows it's just me and my cat, you know? So he's like, oh man, that'd be a great spot to go sneak. Do you really think I want to deal with that bottom? And you guys know what I mean by the bottom.
Oh my
I'm
god.
You
trying
know,
to remember. Yeah, like
if I'm gonna get me some, it sure as hell ain't gonna be from him.
that was the guy that would force you to.
Yes,
Kids, if you're listening, cover your ears. That was the guy that forced you to like climb on top, and he wouldn't do shit.
that's right.
Yeah, not the same bottom as what Corona said EP
Right.
was. That's not the same.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys had to
He's
you
okay,
guys
so
had to
he's not really
clarify
a
that
bottom.
for
He's more
me.
like a dead fish.
Yeah,
He's more like the dead
the
fish.
He
dead
was a
right?
fish.
dead
Right.
fish. I mean, he's a lousy kisser. He doesn't know anything about foreplay. He doesn't know anything. Anything.
Oh, but I heard that. Okay, this might not be true, but I heard that Indian men don't they don't care about pleasing a woman. I heard that it's just about them and what they like.
Well, you know what's weird is I was with
Well,
another
yeah, it's
Indian
like that's
guy
how all
before
Middle
too,
Eastern
after
people
him,
are.
and that guy was a freak.
Oh,
Oh, so it wasn't true. He actually pleased.
The more repressed, the more kinky.
Yeah, that guy
Oh,
he was a truck driver, so he stayed on the road. He was always driving to New York or New Jersey or something. He was always on the road. But when he got back, this guy was a freak. The only problem is he probably had a 4-inch penis.
oh wow.
oh.
Oh, that big?
Yeah.
Lana,
I
you
was
got to get one of
expecting
your exes
less.
like on the podcast.
Oh, wait, I'm confused, Lana. So you
Who?
said that he was a freak and was satisfying to you, but he also had a 4-inch penis. So
Well,
can
I
you
didn't say
explain?
it was satisfying to me. I just said he was a freak.
Oh, I understand. Okay, okay,
Yeah, it
Yes.
okay.
was 4 inches of
He's a
freaky play.
freak.
Yeah, he was a freak.
Ow.
I mean, this guy really knew what he was doing. I was pleasantly surprised, but and
Was
you
he
Well,
know what's
Mikey
really
Mikey?
sad is the whole time he was like, "Does it feel okay? Does it feel good? I know I'm not big."
oh
Was he
wow.
like a
Yes, he
was he a
Oh.
literally
mic
would say that. I know it's not big. You know,
was
are
he a
you okay?
micromanager in the sheets?
Well, I'm a liar in the sheets. Put it that way. I'm like, oh yes, you're fine. Oh, it's great. Oh yeah.
I feel like it's worse if a guy said, okay, so I think a guy, how do you say this? Guys think things are big, but then they're not. So is it, okay, so Lana, would you rather a guy think he's hung and he's not, or knows he's not and then says, sorry, I'm not? Like, which one is more attractive?
What the
No,
fuck?
it's
Why would
more
I want to know?
attractive if he's got it going on. You know what I mean? It's more attractive
But what
that
if,
way because, like this guy, he made me feel sorry for him. So how was I gonna tell him? Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not big enough. When he's sitting there telling me, is it okay? Do you feel it? Does that feel good? I know it's not very big, and you know, I mean, how am I supposed to let him down and say, oh no, it's not big at all, dude? I can't feel you. Where you at? You know, where are you at?
Is it inside me
Right.
yet?
Right. And it was over so quickly that I mean, I know some men ejaculate pretty quickly, but this man, I mean, 5 or 6 thrust on top and he's done.
oh no.
Ew.
Yes,
Oh,
So
done.
you were like missing
What?
the other guy after him.
Oh hell yeah. That once I met the other guy and seen how he was, I was like, "Oh, you need to teach him some fucking lessons."
so wait, you never told him that you weren't satisfied at all? You never
Never.
said it?
I never did.
I feel like you
Yeah,
have,
I haven't told people that were
Yeah,
disappointed.
I never did.
no. if you don't tell people, they don't know to improve. I feel
Well,
like,
I knew I wasn't gonna date him, so it wasn't
but
like,
what if you wanted to keep the situation where y'all were just banging? You should at least enjoy it,
Right.
right? Why would like?
Oh, I never had that.
Yeah, me
What,
neither. I
like,
I just couldn't. I just didn't do it. I don't. One thing I never did was put a man down when I'm angry. I'm not that kind of person where I'm like, well, anyway, you're lousy in bed or whatever. That's not who I am. You know, I would
well,
never do that. But yet,
Oh,
that
you're
doesn't
not.
mean I want to go back and jump on top of you again.
So you're not like Jasmine. You don't just tell people like I would rather fuck anything than you. Like Jasmine
Right.
says that.
No,
Yes. I could
never.
never be like her. Ever, ever, ever. She is, I mean,
No.
that girl is something else.
See,
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't do that
Mm-mm.
I
shit.
think that I think that you have to be honest though. Like if you, I don't know. I guess if you want to continue dating the person, you have to tell them that like, look, this whatever you're doing, no, you gotta go read a book.
Yeah,
Go,
if you want to date them, but if you're just like a one-time thing, like, what's the point?
I don't know. I feel like you should be like open and tell people,
Let the
right?
other girls tell him.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
so it's
agree. I agree with you. I mean, maybe if I would have told him, it always made me wonder when he married that lady, what the hell did he do with her? Because she was innocent, a
well,
virgin. She didn't know what to do. If he didn't know what to
well,
do,
no.
what the fuck kind of sex was that?
And so in those cultures, because I've people used to tell me a little bit about this culture, the women aren't allowed to like do their own positions or whatever. The man has to lead sex.
Right.
So whatever he does, she has to just deal with.
Right.
That's why they don't like the Indian men don't like to marry Indian women. They want American women because they want a woman to climb on top. They want a woman to teach them stuff.
Yes.
Like like they're not like adventurous in that department in that culture for some reason. They like do missionary like they're all boring is what I've heard.
Boring. So
So
boring.
so that woman that married him wouldn't know the difference between bad and good because
Exactly.
right, she wouldn't know that he sucks in bed because first of all she was a virgin and
Right.
second of all of them suck in bed over there. So she would never know the
She would
difference.
never know the difference. But it makes sense why they're both so goddamn miserable.
Yeah, nobody's getting no
No,
one's satisfied. No one's
mhm.
ever
no,
everybody
nobody ain't getting shit. There's no satisfaction going on there.
Like personality wise, Lana, like which one of your exes that is alive would be the funniest on the podcast?
That is alive. My
Yes,
God.
that's true. It's
Jesus.
true. Which one, what,
Which
Shabooty?
one would be funniest on the podcast that's alive?
Which one would be funniest on the podcast? Oh my gosh. Oh, you know who it would be? It would be this guy I know named Chris, who I
Not
had
a
the
joke.
most fucking awesome times with him when we got together. I mean, literally, we did it in a sauna, we did it in a swimming pool, we did it.
God
Yes,
damn.
this guy was fire. He and gorgeous. Oh, I'm talking gorgeous. Just one
This
of
was
those
a
men.
Nigerian. This was the Nigerian man.
Oh no, no, this is a Mexican guy. This is a Mexican
Okay,
guy named Chris.
Oh, it makes sense
Yes,
now.
this
you're like
guy
the
was.
you're like the
He knew what he
United.
was doing.
You're like the United Nations over there.
Right, right. I try all kinds. I try all kinds. I
Mhm.
I want to get a taste, like Tyga says on his song. I want to taste.
oh I, I like that song.
But this guy that you're waxing poetic about, he has like funny personality or something.
Yeah, a funny guy, but he's also hella cool. He's just one of those guys that would probably talk your head off. You would love him.
True. Yeah, we got to get him on here, and then I want to hear sex stories from his
Oh my!
perspective.
I swear.
Shabooty, you
You know
are
what?
so dirty.
I'm
My
gonna look around on
God.
social media and see if I can find him. This man was gorgeous, but
Sure.
but he caught his wife in bed with her boss,
Dang.
and his
Ooh.
Oh,
wife worked for for the district attorney, and she was
Oh,
having
it's
an
so
affair with
hot.
him. He beat both of them with a bat.
Oh.
What?
Yes,
What the fuck?
yes.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm not I was not expecting that. I'm
He was
sorry.
dating
That was
Fannie
not
Willis.
laughing.
Just kidding.
He
That
basically,
was, that
basically
was,
that's exactly what it was.
mhm.
I'm just like, holy shit.
Yes.
Like,
He
what?
beat both
so
of them. He went to prison.
So
He went to prison for
yeah, I
like
was gonna
6 years.
say, so
Well, yeah.
Yes.
if we have him on, would it be like a prison phone call?
No,
Like
oh
how?
no, no, he's out. It's been over with. He's been out for many years. Matter of fact, when he got out and he found out where I lived, he came to see me, and I was a little afraid of him.
Well, what do you mean found out where you
Yeah,
live?
he found out because I was still in the neighborhood, in the hood at that time.
Oh my god.
And
that is
so all he had to
scary,
do was ask
Lana.
around, hey, where's Queen Bee at? Where's Queen Bee live now? You know?
And they gave this guy. They
Girl.
gave this guy who beats people with bats your
They
address.
sure did.
Oh my
They
god!
sure
See,
did. And when I
I would
first
have
seen him, I
to.
was a little scared. And I was never afraid of Chris. He was a great guy, but I was a little afraid after he got out. Because I was like, what is his mental stability? I mean, come
Yeah.
on, this dude.
To beat a district attorney with a bat is kind of
Yes.
ridiculous.
Oh my god,
Yes.
that's fucking
A
crazy.
district
Yeah.
attorney. Can you believe that?
Crazy.
And his wife. He beat them both in their bed. He caught them in their marital bed.
I mean, I get why he did it. Like, you know what they call crimes of passion,
Right.
or whatever. I totally.
I mean, yeah, but
And
like
but
dumbass.
yeah, you're getting the book thrown at you. That's a district attorney. Like
Yes.
you're
Oh, they
not getting
went
a.
after his ass, boy. Ooh wee.
Oh, did they end up getting married?
Well, no, they were married. Him and his wife were married. Oh, did the district attorney marry his wife?
Yeah.
They got together. I don't know if they ever married, but they sure got together.
Oh, that's so romantic.
Yep, they sure did. I guess they both took an ass whooping for.
Why are you laughing,
They
George?
both took an
Because
ass whooping for love.
so Coco, when you said it was sweet, I imagined them in the hospital bed next to each other, after
Right?
holding hands. I
Right?
just like in my mind, I was picturing them both in holding hands.
I'm gonna fucking piss my pants again, goddamn.
Right?
Fuck.
That's so
I don't know.
true.
That's just what popped in my
Like
head.
a
When
cartoon where they're in a full body cast.
yeah, they're in a
Right?
full
And they're holding
next
hands.
to there, but they're holding hands.
Mm,
I guess they both took an ass whooping for love, right?
Well, right.
true.
Oh my
get-
god, you
once
guys are making me fucking like die right now. I
once
swear to
you
God.
once you get beaten like in inches of your life with a bat for someone, you kind of have to stay together at
Right?
that point.
Mm.
You you can't break up now.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys are bonded for life.
Well, yeah.
I'm honestly I'm dead right now. I can't.
And he would probably tell you guys the story too. He probably would.
True.
He
Well,
would probably tell you exactly why he
that's
did it and what his
something
mindset was and everything. He was just that type. He was very intelligent guy. You know, it
well,
really
yeah.
surprised me
Well,
because I had never seen a
Yeah.
bad side of him. I had never even seen him mad before this.
yeah, bad people aren't just like a lot of people think, oh, if they're a bad person that they're dumb and they had like there's so many
Right.
college educated people in prison right now, you would be surprised. Like I don't know why people seem to think in order for you to be a criminal, you have to be an idiot. There's so many college educated prisoners.
Yeah.
You would be
Yes.
surprised.
Look at the B2K killer. Wasn't he like a scholar or something?
Oh my god,
Right?
yeah.
That motherfucker was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Very, very intelligent. Yeah.
Yeah, and
You're
so
right.
was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, very
Oh.
college educated. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, they were.
Yes, that's crazy.
True.
Also, I want to throw in there just you don't have to have a college education to be intelligent either. I just want to
No,
throw that in
sure don't.
Well, yeah, I dropped out of college. So.
Yeah, I
Yeah, so
never
I-
made it to college ever, but all of my kids went to college, so I know I did my job.
Yep, exactly.
You know, because
Yeah.
I always told them I never made it to college. I've lived my whole life from paycheck to paycheck, and I don't want you guys living your lives that way. I want you guys to go to school,
Yeah.
make money, and live good lives, and that's what they did, and I'm so proud.
Yeah. Well.
Mine's studying to be a biochemical engineer.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is
Smart.
amazing.
Yep. It's actually really cool. I'm like, holy shit, she's
Oh,
smart.
she's smart. You go, girl.
Yep.
Yeah. Just tell your kids if they want to watch 90 Day Fiance and not have to wait to the next day, they're gonna have to pay a real TV subscription, and that's expensive.
That's
Oh.
right. You know,
Yeah.
when they text me and I'm talking to you guys or I'm listening to the podcast, I always text them back. I'm like, hey, I'm listening to my podcast. I'll message you later, you know. And they're like, Mom, you and that darn podcast. That's all you think about is that you damn straight on Friday nights. That's my
Yeah.
That's my high.
Well,
Put it that
like
way.
if your kids ever give you shit, just say just like the fan mails we post that mention you, like read that to them, and then they'll be then they won't then they got to show the love, you know.
Exactly. I show them. I
Yeah, they'll
clipped
be
a
like,
shot one time of me speaking, and where it shows, Lana speaker, and they're like, "What, Mom? They let you talk?" And I'm like,
yeah.
"Yes, they let me talk." I go, "Those are my buddies. What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Well, damn, Mom, look at that. Why are you number 4 on in their list?"
No, yeah,
Or,
and then like if there's like a week or two where because like with Riley's on, he talks a lot, so it'll like drag on. So and there's a lot of speakers. So
right.
if there's a week where we don't get to talk to you, Lana, then that's when we hear from the fans, from the family. I'll say, hey, we love Lana's segments. I'm like, oh crap, we got to get Lana back on here.
Well, I'm always going to be here. So whenever you guys want to hear me, you just let me know.
True. No, for sure. We love you. The fact that you're a hardcore contributor and fan and friend.
Thank you so much. I feel the same about all of you guys. I think you guys are amazing. I need you guys on my Friday evenings just to decompress for the week. I need it.
Oh,
Yeah, no, those Fridays.
Oh,
It's like it's like a 3 hour therapy session.
Yes, it is. If you want to get some giggles in, maybe hear a little serious things going on, you need to listen to Shabooty and George's podcast because you're
True.
going to get a mixture of it
aw.
all.
And Coco and Captain. I don't know where Captain is tonight.
That's right.
yeah.
I couldn't do without Coco. You know why? I think if
Oh,
I was in a room
no.
with you, Coco, I think you would
Oh,
be louder
George.
than me.
Oh,
And
for
I'm
sure.
usually the loudest person
Absolutely.
in the room. But I think
Oh,
you
I
would
am
have me
too.
beat, and I love it.
Yeah, Coco can be in the same room as a 4 incher.
Right?
What? Don't bring your dad into this, Shabooty.
Oh,
Oh,
let's not. It's like,
jeez.
all right. So should we end it on that morbid note? I'm kidding.
Yeah, we'll end it on that. I think we talked about all the. This was not a Tom Cruise episode, guys. There wasn't like a whole lot of drama.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah.
and tomorrow I'll be back and we'll be doing the Last Resort after show. If y'all want to,
Oh, I'm
Oh,
on
excited. I'm
cool.
very excited.
You're going to be doing that
that
on Twitter?
On
it'll be
Instagram.
on Instagram and then
Perfect.
yeah, and then on YouTube the next day. So yeah, if y'all want to do, we're doing that, and we're doing the last. Oh, and I talked to Josh. Josh said that the show is not 2 hours every episode. He said the first episode and the last episode, I believe, were 2 hours. So we're gonna go back to the 1 hour, which made
Oh,
me
Got it.
okay.
So then,
And then the after show comes on after it?
yes.
Oh, I
So
see.
we'll do Between the Sheets and then the show. So yeah, so we won't have a 3 hour commitment every night. He said, as Josh said, he believed it was the first episode and the finale were 2 hours.
I
Then he
see.
said, between it'll be an hour.
so then, what comes on at like 10
Got it.
p.m.?
I
Probably a
don't.
repeat.
Oh, hold on. Let me look at my DVR schedule real quick and see what's coming on tomorrow.
Sure.
I can
You
figure it
talked to
out.
Josh Weinstein.
Yeah. Josh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow. Okay. Last Resort. Well, no. Tomorrow it still says 8 to 10. So maybe we're talking. Let me go a week from now and see what we're looking at because it's still 2 hours tomorrow.
Or Josh doesn't
All
know
right.
what he's talking about.
Yeah. Monday the 16th. It's from 8 to 9,
Oh,
and the Last Resort. Wait, 8 to 9. Okay, yeah, and then the Last Resort. Where's the? Hold on, I'm trying to find the. Make sure. Yeah, 8 to 9:08. It says. So sorry, guys. Next week or tomorrow we are still 2 hours,
All right.
and then we're doing.
Cool.
But then on the 15th, it says it's from 8 to 9:08. So 8 to 9:08. We're still a little over an hour,
mhm.
and then we'll do the Between the Sheets, right? Well, it says between the sheets from 9 to 10.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We're going to normal. So
Okay.
I'm glad because a 3 hour commitment is just asking a lot. It's asking a lot, so I'm glad that we're gonna go back to a semi-normal hours, at least for the middle of the season. So tomorrow you gotta deal with it. It's 3 hours. But then after that, we're gonna
Yes.
Mhm.
do an hour finale.
True.
Yeah, because that's long.
It's a lot. It is. It's a lot. I don't know why
That's like watching a Scorsese movie.
Right?
every
True.
right every week, right? It's a lot. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
True. All right. Well, I think that ends 90 Day Fiance Fridays. ...
Sundays.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
Thanks. And yeah, this will be up if you're listening live. If you like tune in late, this will be up on like Apple, Spotify tomorrow around like midday. So yeah.
Yeah, make sure you're streaming it. If you weren't here tonight, we love our live listeners, and then if you're not a live listener, we love you too. So stream it tomorrow and take a picture of where you are. Send it to us. We can repost it. We want to see it.
I'm sending it to my kids. I'm gonna make them listen.
Yeah, tell them.
Oh,
listen.
good.
Please
Yep.
tell them to listen.
I am. I'm sending it to them. I'm gonna tell them
Well-
just give it a listen. Just give it a listen.
The only downside is then they're gonna hear about your sex life.
That's true too. That's true too. So they may say, "Mom, you told them that."
True.
You know.
It's just first names, though. No one knows like who you are,
Right.
right? Like
Exactly. I'm just a little
It's
old girl from Fresno, California.
right. There's not one Lana in Fresno. There's many
There's
Lanas
many
in Fresno.
Lanas. That's right.
Yeah.
This is true. Like Lana Del Rey.
Right?
Yeah.
And Lana
I like
Turner.
True.
Oh, I like.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it, y'all. Well, I'll think of more Lana,
Yep.
famous Lanas for the next show.
Right?
Yeah. Go down the list.
Good night.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.